I just got that. Yeah,
Oh my god.
Well, I didn't hear you the first time, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
That's why.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Heel Turn, the #1 podcast for everything WWE. Welcome back to the channel. Before we start, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and follow us on our various social media platforms. I'm your host, Liam, joined by my co-host,
Fraser.
and joining us today to go through all of our WrestleMania predictions and other more exciting content, we have our good friend, Jasper.
How we doing, guys?
Boys, WrestleMania is 3 days away. We absolutely cannot wait. And to start us off, we're going to go to the match for the World Heavyweight Championship between main event Jey Uso and the ring general Gunther. What do we reckon?
I reckon from a business standpoint, you know, WWE, Triple H, whatever, I reckon it's going to be Jey Uso just because, you know, of his crowd reactions and all that sort of stuff. But from like an entertainment perspective and like my personal opinion, I would say Gunther because he's just a bit better in general.
Yeah.
I think Jay will win. I agree with the business standpoint. Like, he's so over. If there's a time to catapult Jey Uso into the main event scene, it's probably now.
Yep.
I guess it's not a main event, is it?
Yeah, I know.
Opening
just
the
like-
show. Royal
yeah.
Rumble winners opening the show.
Yeah, Michael Cole was all like, "Oh, the main event has truly arrived. He will be main eventing," and yeah, now he's not. But no, the other main events are a lot more better. But I think the rivalry itself sort of started off a bit slow. I think Jimmy getting attacked and Gunther bathing in his blood, I really like that. I just think it might have happened a little bit too late, and also the decision that Jay made to face Gunther at WrestleMania, I felt like that happened like way too early on in the piece as well.
They could have built that on.
They could have built it on a little bit more, gotten it closer to WrestleMania, because we had this whole 9 or 8 week gap where this rivalry was happening, and it was just a little bit lousy.
Especially
and
with the
boring.
chamber going on in the background.
Yeah,
Like,
I
everyone
know.
was so
We
keen
already
for the
knew about
chamber,
it, you know
no
what I
one,
mean?
it
Yeah.
was pushed to the side.
Yeah,
And everyone was really excited at the prospect of Cody and Jay as well. So if they had held off that decision for longer, like, we could have explored so many different avenues.
yeah.
Yeah,
But I
definitely.
agree. I think Jey Uso will walk out of WrestleMania as
Yote.
world heavyweight champion. I think he deserves it, and yeah, he'll win his first world title. But moving on, we're going to look at Jade Cargill versus Naomi. Naomi turning heel. I really like the move.
Yeah, same.
This one, I'm probably going to go Jade, but I'd love to hear what you guys think.
I reckon Jade as well, just because in ring, I think she's got a very good move set as well. I like Naomi as well, and like the whole heel turn thing that she's done. But
Yeah. I
I'd
will
s-
agree, the build up to this one has been really good as opposed to some of the other ones.
Yeah,
It's
I think
probably the best built up rivalry / match on
definitely.
the card.
yeah,
I think that, and probably Priest and McIntyre.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think Jade Cargill obviously is set up to be one of the next titans of the female women's division.
Yeah.
However, Naomi's heel turn is like, it's a point of difference. It's not Naomi the babyface number 4 behind Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Sasha. Like, it's not that anymore.
Yeah.
It's
I agree.
finally like it's Naomi. It's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah,
a list
it's
in
also a
front of
good.
her.
It's also a good chance for Jade now to get a revenge on Naomi after what she did to her.
At the
I
Chamber,
thought
yeah.
for the longest time it was gonna be Jade Cargill versus Bianca Belair. I thought that for the longest time. But I do like this one a little bit better. It makes sense now, and Jade's whole return at Elimination Chamber, like, just kickstarted it off, and it made it that much better.
yeah.
So-
Makes sense
Naomi's
for
good
her.
in the ring as well. Like, because Jade's obviously not incredibly experienced. So to have Naomi in the ring with her will be a good way to build a singles campaign.
Yeah, makes sense for the babyface to win as well.
Yeah,
I think
100%.
especially after she was attacked and all that.
Yeah, I agree.
This will be a
Yeah.
good match, though.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
confident.
definitely.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. We're going to look at the War Raiders versus the New Day for the World Tag Team Championship. I just don't really get this one.
It's a new day. Yes, it is. Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah.
I reckon the new day. Will
The
win.
SmackDown title should have featured instead, I think.
Definitely.
Oh,
yeah.
And this one sort of just got added really late, and I just don't really get it. And to be honest, I just don't really like it. But for what it's worth, I'd probably take the New Day.
I like the
Same,
New Day
yeah.
too.
I'd prefer the New Day over the War Raiders as
The
well.
one kind of X factor for this match would be the return of Big E. Not medically cleared to wrestle, obviously.
Yeah.
So I'm not expecting anything dramatic out of him. But if he comes walking down to the ring in the executive suit, who knows what can happen?
I reckon
At
it'd
least
be a
they.
good pop as well from
It
the
just
crowd.
yeah, exactly, and it just needs something because obviously this match, it's no one's excited for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also the heel turn. It's one of the biggest heel turns of the last 5 years. It's probably the biggest heel turn in the tag team division for over 10.
Yeah, I think that's sort of the way they had to go with the heel turn, though, not splitting up the New Day, because I don't think both Woods and
Can be
Kingston,
singles.
yeah, can be
campaigners
singles
for sure.
competitors, yeah.
I just think they need to capitalize on that heel turn in some way because what they're doing now is
Yeah.
putrid
Yeah.
at best.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on, we're going to look at Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. I actually don't mind this one. Like, I'll probably take El Grande to win.
El Grande. Americano.
I think Rey's had enough experience in the industry now that even if he wins or loses, like it's not gonna really be profitable for him.
He's a Hall of Famer. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't
Yeah.
need
Yeah.
He
any
doesn't.
protection. He doesn't need
Yeah.
anything like that.
He's more just to excel other people's careers, an enhancement talent, really.
Yeah.
I'm
no, I
interested
agree.
to see who El Grande Americano is because it's obviously not Chad
Oh,
Gable.
yeah, yes,
like Chad
yeah,
Gable
I'm
was
really
literally. It's
confused.
obvious they were seen in the same room as each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's
Like-
It could be.
probably-
There's so many people it could be.
Probably Kurt Angle or something
Yeah.
coming
Could be
back.
Jason Jordan.
Yeah.
Who else could it
American
be?
Alpha, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, what's Shawn Michaels doing underneath the mask?
Oh my gosh.
Bret Hart.
Yeah.
Bret Hart.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Nah.
Yokozuna,
Oh.
dude. It's Yokozuna.
Yokozuna,
under
bro.
the mask.
What's Mark Henry doing under there?
Yeah.
Who are you guys taking to win here?
El Grande Americano.
Yeah, El Grande as
Yeah,
well.
I agree. Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight for the US title. I think Jacob will win. I think he's going to get his first singles title. Like you said last week, unlike someone like Penta in the IC title match, he's been here long enough.
Yeah.
He's impressed. Like he's not one of those guys that comes in straight away and you're sort of a little bit critical of him. He's impressed right from the get-go.
Exactly, yeah. I think as well, same thing with Jey Uso. I think LA Knight is very good on the mic. In ring ability is okay. It's not the greatest thing I've ever seen. But I think Jacob Fatu is definitely better in ring. And promo-wise is pretty good as well. You know, the whole I love you solo or whatever.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, yeah.
I don't know if you guys will agree with me, but I think LA Knight's going to win. Because I think Solo Sikoa, when attempting to help Jacob, will unfortunately be the downfall.
Yeah.
It'll backfire. And then I think that'll affect... Because I'm predicting that Solo will fight Randy Orton on night 2.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm... Crashes out, and we see Solo be not medically cleared, and then all of a sudden we don't have someone for Randy Orton again. So I can see that kind of narrative forming. If
Yeah.
Fatu won't lose clean, that's
Yeah.
unequivocally obvious.
Yeah.
But I'm interested to see if they can spin it.
Yeah. Last week I actually said the same thing. I think so. I said Solo would, like he'd attempt to help, but it'd backfire. But I think Jacob, he's earned that opportunity to get it. And either way, no matter if he wins or loses, I think the next stage for him is a rivalry with Solo. So maybe I can see Solo sort of getting jealous of Jacob, getting all the spotlight, and then him wanting to challenge Jacob, and then the rivalry happens.
Yeah.
But either way, Solo and the new bloodline will get involved somewhere here, whether they help or they don't, or it backfires. No, it's an interesting one.
Yeah.
All right, next one we have Tiffany Stratton, the women's WWE champion, against Charlotte Flair. You said Tiffy last week.
Yeah.
Have you stuck with that?
Definitely, yeah. I think Charlotte's just a bit, I don't know. I don't think she deserves it because over time and time again, she keeps getting put into main events and championship sort of positions and nothing. There's no real build up. It just sort of happens, and it keeps happening over and over again. And especially on SmackDown last week, or 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, when the promo and Charlotte couldn't control the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
so
think
she just
I think that just shows that Tiffany is just a lot
yeah,
better.
and so she just went to that next phase.
And
of-
Tiffany's moveset is also pretty good as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I agree.
yeah,
Yeah,
she's
but
very talented.
You think Charlotte? I think
Charlotte
I think
will win.
Charlotte too.
I think
Yeah.
my good friend Sati Zap says it best. Death, taxes, and Charlotte Flair winning on return.
It's at WrestleMania too, so I don't
this
think
is-
yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm loving Charlotte to win. Like if I was a betting man, I'd be thinking Charlotte all the way. But
Not that I love Charlotte, but I just see her winning. Also, like I said last week, Tiffy's still much younger. She will get another championship. Also, she won via a cash in. I think if she like her next one, it'll be earned. She'll get better from it.
I think she needs. If this reign's gonna be legitimate, she needs to win this. But I just
Yeah.
WWE time and time again, it's just Charlotte
I agree.
returns. Charlotte wins the title.
At WrestleMania, I think Charlotte. It'll have to be Charlotte. This one I kind of want to talk a little bit more about because literally my mind has shifted on the winner of this match like 5 or 6 different times.
Every week.
I had as soon as it got announced, I said Roman. I said WrestleMania main event, Roman Reigns. He's not going to lose. Then I said CM Punk. Watching SmackDown and Raw last week and this week, watching Rollins, stomp Punk a couple times and then attack Roman with the chair a couple days ago. I had Rollins and then I went back to Punk. I'm still not completely set on a winner here.
Well, after Roman Reigns, like pushing over Paul Heyman on Raw, I don't know. I think. See, it's hard to tell. You see.
I know. My mind has shifted so many times.
Unlike
with
you
this one.
guys, I'm pretty sure of an answer here. I think Seth Rollins. I think it's
Yeah.
so the way they've built it up. I think Paul Heyman is gonna have a point in the match where he has to make a decision.
Yeah.
Is it Roman or is it CM Punk? He may not make a decision, but that indecision is just gonna help Seth. I think that's.
Yeah.
I would love to see that story play out. I don't know if Seth's going to become a Paul Heyman guy and turn heel. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying that. I'm 50-50 on that. But I think Paul Heyman's choice at some point in the match, that crossroads kind of idea, will give Seth Rollins the avenue to take advantage.
Yeah. As soon as Paul Heyman aligned with CM Punk, I went, yep, CM Punk will win it. After seeing Rollins this week, yeah, it's an interesting one because he's got all the momentum now to win the match.
Rollins is definitely the most likely of the three. I think.
Yeah.
It's very hard to tell.
Mm.
Like if you were like betting on this, I would have no idea.
You just wouldn't, right?
Yeah.
No,
I know.
well, exactly.
You'd
yeah.
watch this for the
But that
love
makes-
of the game.
But
Yeah,
but that
exactly.
but that makes for
Gamble responsibly.
but that makes for a real but that makes for a really good main event as well. Like because literally it could go either way,
Yeah.
and you don't know what Paul Heyman's gonna do. So, yeah, and CM Punk's first main event as well. So I'm sure it'll be an absolute banger.
Should be
Yeah.
a spectacle.
But
Definitely.
as of right now, look, if I have to choose, I will say Rollins as well. But then again,
it could change.
I just don't know.
What are we going to say on SmackDown?
You watch. But after tomorrow on SmackDown, I'll probably say someone different. But like,
What I'm very disappointed in is Sam Punk's had the mic taken out of his hands the last 3 appearances. Like, I want to hear him talk. I want to hear these 3 talk together.
He spoke on Raw about it, I think, a
Barely.
couple weeks ago. But
A couple weeks ago, yeah. It just, they deserve to have a genuine promo battle, like a genuine chance to build
just
a storyline.
Yeah.
all three of them. Yeah,
It seems at this stage that Roman's got an issue with Punk. Rollins and Reigns just have history, but their issues aren't as, like, they're deep rooted, but they're not like rising to the top as much as
yeah,
both of their issues with CM Punk in the first place.
Yeah.
I feel like they could have navigated this rivalry of the 3 combined a bit better.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, moving on to night 2 of WrestleMania. We have Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, against Bayley and the Intercontinental Champion, Lyra Valkyria. Easy win for Liv and Raquel here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
100%.
I just want to...
They're just too good. They're just too good of a
They're too
team.
good.
They're elevating the women's division
Yeah.
every single time. And
I don't realistically see Lyra as Intercontinental and Tag Team Champion at the same time as well.
Exactly.
So it's
I-
not realistic.
Exactly.
I'm very disappointed in the WWE's booking of those new women's mid-card titles.
I agree.
Yeah.
That, like, Lyra and Bailey from Raw last week should have been
Mm.
on WrestleMania
Yeah, I reckon
in the
they
first
should've-
place. They put on a banger,
Yeah, I reckon they should have been on.
and they could have
WrestleMania.
built that
Yeah.
up, that extra week to build it up. And then also
Yeah.
Chelsea Green, shout out Chelsea Green, so incredibly stiff to miss this WrestleMania card.
I know,
Yeah,
I
such a
know.
charismatic wrestler as well. And then
I know.
Like, they're even like her new faction,
Mm.
like
Because the women's Intercontinental Championship and the women's United States Championship
off the
literally both just got brought into the industry. You would have wanted to see them both have their first appearance, like the actual titles, their first appearance at WrestleMania
Literally.
to be defended. And yet, I mean, you have Lyra there, but you want to see those sort of matches, which I think they sort of made a mistake. Look, you have, like, I understand Liv Morgan. You need to have Liv Morgan at WrestleMania, so I'm
Yeah.
happy that they're there. I just don't see the Lyra and Bailey matchup suiting it. I
Yeah.
think you could have gone someone like Nia Jax and Candice
Candice
LeRae or
LeRae,
something
yeah.
like that, or not even like Candice LeRae. Like Nia Jax was just stiff to miss it as well.
yeah, we'll get into that later, I'm sure. But
Yeah, so next one, we have a street fight between probably arguably the biggest sort of rivalry that's like leading up to WrestleMania right
this
now.
and the Naomi and Jade has been built the best, I think.
Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. A lot of history between these two.
Yeah.
And it's sort of those ones where you can pick different things apart from each of them. And in this whole feud, they've both had their sort of, I guess, win over the other. Like, obviously, Drew got slammed into the car by Priest, and then there was the other altercation on SmackDown the other week. I think I'm probably gonna go Drew here.
I'm with you.
I think he's been a bit unlucky in the past,
Yeah, I'd probably
And
go
he's-
Drew as well.
and he's a
I
little bit
think
more
Drew, yeah.
successful.
Because I think Damian Priest needs to be booked a bit weaker. Because I think they're just, like treating him like God at the moment.
Yeah,
I saw a clip the other day and it was like Finn Balor giving him like 3 coup de grace and he still gets up. Like they seem to stop
Yeah.
booking him so strong, like getting up
Yeah.
all the time and stuff. Which
Yeah.
I think Drew McIntyre is booked a lot better in that regard. So I think Drew would definitely take it. Yeah.
WWE, Drew.
yeah,
Big
They
time.
do.
They
yeah,
do.
Especially
I
for
know.
Like the
WrestleMania
roll up,
36
like
and stuff.
Yeah.
at the end of last year, we were thinking like he's the bloodline bounty hunter, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
like he's just gonna start chasing dudes down. And
Mm.
now we get him rolled up on 3 occasions heading into WrestleMania, the Elimination Chamber, and then embarrassed at the Rumble. Like,
yeah. They've
don't do my boy
they've
Drew
set
like
it.
this.
They've set it up well.
He
I
was
like
bored
it.
at work, but he doesn't deserve this. Like,
No, he does it. This one, this honestly is like I can't wait for this one.
I'm
Out of
so
all
excited.
out of all the
I'm
matches,
so excited.
I can't wait. The Intercontinental Champion Bron Breakker versus Penta, and the Judgment Days Dominic Mysterio and Finn Balor. Like you said last week, Phrase, this could literally go either way.
Yeah.
I have 2. I'm ruling out Penta and Finn. I think either Bron or Dom could get the win here. I'm gonna back in Bron, just because it's his first WrestleMania, and it's his first WrestleMania as champion. Like I said, he's young. I think they're gonna try and elevate him that extra bit more by winning at WrestleMania. What do you guys reckon?
I can only ride out Penta, I reckon. Just
Yeah.
because he's new.
Yeah.
Finn deserves
Finn's
it.
copping this pin, I'm gonna be honest. Finn
You're
Balor's copping this.
Finn Balor.
Yeah.
I reckon Finn deserves it though.
Also,
might. He
if
deserves
Bron
it,
Bron
yeah.
was to win, I think he'd pin Finn Balor, because like it'd be good for Bron. Like
Penta's
former
not copping
world
this pin.
champion.
Full stop. Penta's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
copping this pin, and Penta's
No.
gonna have some amazing spots.
Yeah, he will. That's
I'm
probably
loving the idea that I don't know how they're gonna get Bron Breakker out of this equation, whether they gang up on him early or even if it's Bron Breakker spears Finn Balor and then Dom just steals it, throws Bron out of the ring,
Oh,
steals the
yeah.
cover.
That would be
Like,
good.
but Dom's coming out of this. I'm telling you, Dirty Dom is going to be your IC champion.
That would actually be
Oh,
good. Though.
no,
That'd be
I
such
love
a
it.
good.
I'm
That'd be such
loving
a
it.
good heel victory.
Oh,
That'd
I
be
know,
if
it'd
you chuck
be
someone
beautiful.
out. Yeah.
I'd love it.
Yeah. Like, I don't even want to see him hit the splash. None of
Yeah.
that. I want to see, not even a 619. Get that away from my screen. I want zero offense, just heel tactics. I want to see him steal this victory.
I'm also
So-
interested to see, like you said last week as well, the repercussions for the Judgment Day and how
Yeah, as well.
and the fallout of it all. I see.
Finn's such a hypocrite, bro.
Yeah,
I'll be
I
honest.
see Finn leaving, and I see the split happening.
They deserve a
afterwards.
split, even if it's just like if Dom pins Finn, that's the way you can start it. Even if Finn gets an IC title shot, and who knows what they do with that down the
Yeah.
line, whatever. That's not our focus today. But I think the best way to split them up is for one of them to win. But if Finn wins, the likely Judgment Day thing would be Dom just settles back in as an underling. So
Yeah.
the only way I think they break up is if Dom wins.
Yeah,
I
Dom
agree.
definitely deserves it as
Yeah,
well.
he
Because of all the
deserves
heel work
it.
that he does.
It'd
and
be
all that.
beautiful for a spectacle because everyone loves to hate.
Yeah.
Dom. And like the boos would just be so good. If he grabbed the mic after he won, that'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
But also for the long-term storytelling, I think if Dom wins, it sets up a lot
Yeah.
of good things.
it would
And
also
ki-
help to his title, like his lineup of titles that he's won as well. Because he's only won SmackDown Tag Team Championships, and he's a two-time NXT North American champion, and that's
Yeah.
it. Like I feel like someone who's that hated.
Yeah, the
should
evolution.
probably-
Evolution
the
of
evolution of
I
Dom.
also-
Yeah, it's been good.
Don't mind the idea of the title off Braun. I think Braun deserves to go for like bigger and better things. This is a great match and great for
Yeah.
him. But like I want to see him by the end of this calendar year. I want to see him in the main event scene.
Yeah, I would like him in the world heavyweight title picture.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah.
It needs a boost. It
Yeah.
needs new face.
Yeah. For what it's worth, I'm gonna stick with Bron, but I want to see Dom win it.
Dirty Dom.
Yeah,
I want to see him win
Yeah.
it.
Mate, this
Yeah.
is the new heist of the century, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I reckon it
I
would
know.
be. That'd be so funny.
This next one is actually, I reckon it's gonna be one of my favorites because it will cook. It's literally gonna cook. I don't mind who wins it. I just want a banger of a match, really. I think Logan will win it though.
They'll
Yeah.
put on a banger. That's like
Yeah.
that's for
Guaranteed,
sure.
yeah.
That's guaranteed. I want to criticize the build up.
Yeah.
Is this
Yeah,
AJ
that's true.
Styles versus Karrion Kross featuring Logan Paul, or is this like Karrion Kross has been in all of AJ Styles' appearances,
Yeah.
and I love Karrion Kross. I think big push coming after WrestleMania.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
Thank God he shook off like the final testament and
Oh,
all that sort
thank
of stuff. That was
goodness.
horrible.
Yeah, I
Did
know.
you
I hated
see him take the phenomenal forearm, hands behind his back, almost sacrifice himself?
I didn't watch the match.
People are saying Karrion Kross sacrificed himself, so he started this like, because you know how when he first appeared with AJ, it was like telling him like you just got to be harder, you got to be more determined.
Yeah.
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 And then AJ was like, "Why don't I just face you next week?" And then he faked the injury. He faked an injury in the middle of the match.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that.
And then took advantage of that, and he kind of got the bad or like the gusto out of AJ Styles. And then at the end, he took the phenomenal forearm with like a genuine smile. It was like,
Yeah.
Oh,
I
boy.
think they're building up. It's like beautiful storytelling. I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
Karrion Kross is going to get a push on that level.
Mm.
I think he's going to tell some absolutely beautiful wrestling stories.
Yeah, even
in
with
years
like
to
his
come.
presentation as well.
Exactly.
Like his theme song again and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So
I think I want to criticize the build up because it hasn't quite been Logan Paul and AJ Styles. Like we've seen a couple of what do they call it, the pulverizer.
that's a good move.
good
though.
move, I
It's
like
a
One of the
really
coolest
good
moves.
move,
Like,
yeah.
I love the move. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sick of seeing spears and super kicks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jey Uso.
That's a good jump.
Yeah. A little bit like I was saying with Rey Mysterio. I think AJ Styles, like he's been
He
here
could cop
long
the
enough.
loss,
He's pretty much accomplished almost
But-
everything you could. And Logan, he's gonna get that like elevation.
Is this
as
his
well.
last mania? Do we think?
No, I reckon he's got another one in him.
Yeah, I guess.
Honestly,
I
I,
hope
think
he
I think
does.
I think he does.
How old-
But the reason he could win
I'd like to
is
see him
that
in.
idea.
I'd like to see him in like a match, with, like part of John Cena's retirement tour. I'd love to see
Beautiful.
AJ in one
Yeah, that'd be a good
in one of those
Like-
matches as
Yeah,
well.
like Money in the Bank or something. Just
Yeah,
Oh,
like
but
yeah,
actually
just some
reserve
sort
that
of
for Punk. But
yeah. Because I think we'll get to Cena in a minute as well. But like, I think Cena and Orton are scheduled for Backlash either way.
I'd
So
love to see Backlash, Cena, Orton, and then Money in the Bank, Punk,
Yeah,
and
that would be.
Cena.
That would
But
be
I
good,
want
yeah.
like maybe not SummerSlam, but
Yeah,
like
I'd like-
that,
yeah,
but
I
after
want-
SummerSlam,
yeah.
before Survivor Series type run.
yeah, maybe Clash in Paris or something like that.
Absolutely.
Like
Oh,
AJ
the
Styles,
AJ Styles crowd.
versus John Cena or
The
whatever.
crowd for that.
Yeah,
would be
exactly.
Oh, yeah, that
phenomenal.
would go crazy.
That's you have to have AJ there, 100%.
Definitely.
Yeah. No, I love AJ, but I think it's better in the long term.
I'll
for
take
Logan.
AJ. I'll take AJ. You've got
Logan.
Logan.
I've probably got Logan, I reckon.
Yeah.
Just because he's a bit younger.
I love Logan Paul, but I just
Yeah, he's very
AJ.
I
talented.
know.
yeah.
I love Logan. I love him.
They're gonna spin one of these matches. Like Triple H doesn't like these PLEs. Like obviously WrestleMania is not just any regular PLE, but he loves not having those favorite kind of idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So he'll spin one of them. This could be it.
Yep. For sure.
I reckon.
All right, this next one, the second last match of night 2 for the Women's World Championship, the triple threat match between Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair. This one could also go either way. I don't know. I'm still not fully convinced of why they added Rhea to the match. Last week I said Bianca doesn't make sense for her to win. I still think Io retains, but
this
I
is
don't
the
know.
hardest match to predict. on the
Exactly.
show.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like we have almost leads for every other match, like the Punk, Reigns, and Rollins one.
Mm.
Like we all can agree that Rollins looks like the candidate at the moment. Obviously that can change, but this one I'm looking at, I don't see a candidate. I see a 33% chance for
Yeah.
every single one to win.
What do you guys think as well about like Bianca, like especially because it's at WrestleMania? Like she's very successful at WrestleMania.
Is she undefeated at WrestleMania?
I think
I
she
think she
might
is.
be like 5-0 or something.
I can try and find that out.
I think she might be. That's what I'm saying. Like Bianca at WrestleMania, will they allow her not to get the win?
I don't know. Or I think they should definitely do
She's
something
the
with it.
holder of the current longest WrestleMania undefeated streak.
Yeah. So
She'll have to go 18-0 to surpass the Undertaker's original record.
Yeah,
What
I'm
a
back
legend.
in you. I'm back in you now. I'm joking.
I'd say putting Rhea though into the match kind of makes her Royal Rumble win a bit pointless
Yeah.
because, like, you know, Rhea she doesn't deserve to be there. Like from a storytelling perspective, anyway.
Yeah.
But I think just from an entertainment view, I think it would be very good.
Yeah.
Because all three of them are very talented.
I'm
Because
still
I
not-
don't know.
yeah.
I'd just love to see Mummy on top. Like, that's all I want to say.
I
But
don't
I
know.
reckon AO will retain.
Yeah. It's got to the point where I don't know that I'm just gonna back in Io Sky.
Champion's advantage.
Yep. All right. The main event of WrestleMania 41. The undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes versus the 16, hopefully soon to be 17-time
17-time,
world
yeah.
champion John Cena. I reckon it's record-breaking 17 incoming.
I think so.
Same, yeah. I think John's going to win definitely.
100%.
I hope he comes out with a new presentation. I know he said that he's not going to because like the crowd
Well, at
doesn't deserve-
WrestleMania.
Yeah, like I know he said that the crowd doesn't deserve it or whatever. Like he's still coming out with like the same clothes and
I'm pretty sure.
I
I'm-
think
I'm,
it'll
I'm,
be-
I'm pretty sure the like merch got released, like on WWE shop. It's like
no, but it's just all of his old stuff though. It's not any of his
Oh,
new
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
but
yeah.
I hope at
I'm hoping
WrestleMania.
even if it's just a black, like top.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
even if it just says like
I'm pretty sure it's supposed
farewell
to be.
tour with the black on it, but like
yeah.
I want to see a Stu altercation on the entrance. Like I want Stu to be filming him, and I just want John Cena to be like, get out the way.
Chucks him off the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that'd be crazy heel heat.
yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
good.
Also, his last WrestleMania, in his career, it'd be fitting to go out, with the championship as well.
yeah, I think he could definitely put on some good matches as well. For, like
Yeah,
the defenses.
I hope he
like
takes
Randy,
his ball and goes home. I just imagine how much aura he'd have if he just took his ball, went home after he won the championship, and we just don't see a single
Single
a
thing.
single defense.
Imagine if
No,
like he keeps the title till the end of the year and he doesn't lose it, and then he comes back next year as well, and then does
and like
stuff like
flubbed
that.
everybody. And just,
Yeah, and then maybe loses at WrestleMania next year. That'd be so. Like it will remind me of like CM Punk, when he won
Yeah.
against
Yeah.
John.
That's parallel I've seen.
Yeah.
Like, if he takes his ball and goes home after winning this, then you know how they built up when CM Punk did it? They had to build a new title, and Rey Mysterio and
yeah.
John Cena fought for it.
Yeah.
And then Punk returned, and they had the 2 belts.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll go as far as 2 belts, but I think we could see a bit of a sabbatical off TV for John after WrestleMania if he wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
And everyone be like, oh, what are they going to do?
Yeah, that would be very good.
Do we see The Rock featuring somewhere in this?
I hope.
Yeah, I reckon.
They did. The one thing is that with this build up, I loved the John Cena heel promos, and I'm thankful that the WWE didn't let John absolutely cook Cody.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for that. Obviously, it's not ideal for the build up, but I just want to see them do anything with The Rock, like, because they did not speak about that once. John didn't speak about once whether he was fully aligned or if he just used The Rock, or like there was not a single mention of The Rock.
Yeah.
I have a feeling, unfortunately, that Travis Scott will probably be involved
Yeah,
as well.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that.
I despise Travis Scott. Oh.
I was just about to say that. I said Travis Scott will have to appear. Also, his song is like the WrestleMania theme this year as well.
Yeah.
So it's like
If he appears, he will cop the biggest receipt of all time.
Oh, yeah, because when he smashed
Cody
Cody,
will get him.
He actually like
Cody
damaged
will
his
get him.
eardrum,
Yeah,
you know?
Cody will
Yeah.
get him. I'm telling you.
100%.
I'd be.
Crossroads on Travis Scott. Go viral.
We'll see a 3 Amigos crossroads. We'll see all 3.
Pile driver. Travis Scott
Mate.
breaks his neck. That'd be the funniest receipt of all time. Yeah,
oh my
mate.
god.
Who's feeding now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Sickle mode.
This next one, this one's a little bit different. We're gonna be reflecting on our top 3 superstars who we think deserved to be on the WrestleMania match card who aren't there this year. Who wants to start us off? You go, Jasper.
I'll start us off. Sheamus.
Shamo.
Ooh, yeah, Shamo. I like
Big
that one.
Shamo. Big Liam Grimer. I reckon just so stiff. Like, I think the direction is he's off the card, because if he were to be on the card, likely in the IC title scene, to become a Grand Slam champion, I think everyone would know that's his path. He's going to win it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I agree. Yeah.
I'm thankful that he's not on it for that reason. We get an unpredictable IC title match that we're all so keen for.
Yeah.
But just so stiff to not be on the card in the first place.
Yeah.
Like,
Because he can still put on a bang.
Even like him and Kaiser or something.
Like,
They had a little bit of a
true.
rivalry going there.
he wasn't
'cause-
on the card last year, obviously, as well,
Yeah.
being injured.
Yeah.
But
Because
the year before put
Yeah,
on
39.
one of the
Gunther
great...
and Drew McIntyre.
That was one of the
Mm.
great...
That's probably one of the
triple
greatest
threats
triple
of all
threats of all
time.
time. Yeah.
But if not, I thought it's one of my favourite matches over the last 6 years. Probably my favourite, to be
Mm.
honest.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah.
What's your number 2?
Dakota Kai.
Yeah.
Like, so
Yeah.
unlucky. Like,
They could have run it back again. Between,
that
like,
women's IC title...
Yeah.
They should just...
Yeah.
Even if it was a fatal 4-way or something, you get Ivy Nile involved, you get... So, Ivy, Lyra...
Yeah, that was very short. That
Yeah.
little sort of story. Like they could have
They could have told that so much
expanded it
better.
out and then changed the tag team title match for
Yeah.
Liv and Raquel. Like
Yeah.
I think they sort of made a little bit. Of
Even
mistake there.
you could have had Raquel fighting in that match,
Yeah.
and then Liv does her own thing. Liv should have had a singles match, but we'll digress.
Yeah.
And then my last one, I'm gonna break the rules a little because I'm gonna put Mallow and Andrade in the same category. Obviously, they had their 7-game series last year.
Yeah, those matches.
They
cooked,
deserved.
yeah.
They cooked. They deserve something.
Yeah.
Like if there was a ladder match or something, like they would obviously both have spots in it.
Yeah.
But I'm not advocating for a ladder match, don't get me wrong. We've seen enough of that.
Yep.
But they deserve to be on the card in some shape.
The
Yeah.
Carmelo disrespect is kind of crazy.
Oh yeah, for
Very
sure.
crazy.
Get
Yeah.
him as far away from the Miz as possible.
Yeah, I know.
And that tag team title division. Get him away.
Yeah.
I love Miz, but not that.
Yeah.
Anything but that.
Andrade is also very talented as well. I think we just haven't seen enough of him personally. Especially his first run WWE.
They had a
They're
chance
doing
to
alright.
capitalize on him. But
Yeah. So he
they
got
didn't.
US title, I think at some point, in his first run.
I think so.
And
Yeah.
then,
You want to go, Phrase?
All right, mine are probably pretty generic, but I put Carmelo Hayes as well.
Yeah.
So, and then I put Solo Sikoa.
Yeah.
But that,
I think he'll go on.
yeah. Well, I thought
Sorta.
he could possibly be a replacement for Randy's match as well.
I
That's
would
what I
I would
mean.
like to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to see if my prediction earlier from Jacob Fatu unfolds.
Yeah.
I think seeing him attack solo and then Randy not have an opponent and then Nick Aldis stripe him up, lace
Oh,
up the
mate.
boots. Nick Aldis, shout out Magnus from TNA, mate. Back in the day, he was so good.
Yeah.
I'd be
Yeah.
so keen for that.
And then the last one I have is the Street Profits as well, just because the
So
Yeah.
stiff.
SmackDown.
So
yeah.
stiff.
Yeah. All right. I'll go through mine. Look, and like what we said about Sheamus before, I'll go through my first one. I got Kaiser as well. I would have liked to see Sheamus and Kaiser because obviously they had
The shillelagh.
a bang of a match at Survivor Series. I would have loved to see them feature, especially in a match together. But I think Kaiser's like very underrepresented.
He's done
Underrated,
right.
yeah.
He's done real
I
well,
really-
especially away from Gunther.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And still have
really
the sort of
like him.
Imperium thing going as
He
well.
deserves
Yeah.
his flowers.
Yeah, he does, and especially I don't think he featured last year, did he? At WrestleMania, I didn't think so. So he hasn't yet
Bring back.
really established himself in that scene, which I really want to see him.
Yeah.
I just want to see
I
him
wish
do it.
Vinci was still
Yeah,
here
bring
too.
back
Vinci,
Vinci.
Vinci cooks, bro. Like especially his old stuff in NXT.
Mate, I can't believe
And
that
then-
match he lost to Apollo Crews.
Yeah.
Dude, no, those.
Oh,
two
we were
matches-
expecting
so
a crash out
disappointing.
after that. We were
Yeah.
expecting like a big push. We're like the crash out's coming.
Yeah, and then it just got nothing.
Yeah.
He got released
Yeah, exactly.
like a month later.
Yeah,
He must have said something to the wrong person.
Yeah,
My second one, I've got Roxanne Perez from NXT.
yeah,
I'm
definitely.
a bit disappointed because obviously she lasted the longest out of anyone in the Royal Rumble
Yeah,
at entry number 3. Elimination Chamber, she earned her spot there as well, and I think she came 4th in that one. I think she did.
But why call her up? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why call her up if you don't have a plan?
I
for her?
re-
That's what I'm.
That's
yeah.
but I think she's such a good talent and she was part of the whole road to WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, she should have
Yeah.
had a match because they should have had a plan for her.
I think she should have had a match with Bailey because she had that little
sure.
rivalry with Bailey, and then that solves the tag titles.
Tag title match.
Like that whole women's tag team
She should
title
have had
match.
Liv Morgan
it's-
fighting
the
for that
whole
IC
thing's just
title.
been messed around. So I would have loved to see Roxanne versus Bailey at WrestleMania.
I think
That's the one I would
generally
have liked.
they're planning on doing stuff with Cora Jade again with Roxanne Perez. I
Oh,
think.
okay.
I reckon anyway, just because I think Cora Jade is probably a time to come up to the main roster too as well. So they'll probably just continue being a tag team in some
Yep.
regard as well.
And my last one, I might be a bit biased because I'm wearing his shirt as we speak, but I'm going to go with Austin Theory.
Yeah.
2024 WrestleMania, won the tag team titles. 2023 WrestleMania, match with John Cena. 2022, taking a stunner from Stone Cold. Was that 2022? I think it was.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the lockdown as
he-
well, he had
yeah.
a match with who was it again? Was it Santos? I think.
I'm
Yeah,
not too
Austin
sure.
Theory. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
in lockdown. I
Yeah.
remember. It was at WrestleMania.
Yeah. No,
as
he's.
well.
I really wanted Austin to be there.
Yeah.
Even if he is
Austin is
there,
so
but
underrated, yeah.
he appears somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like
At the
I
moment,
love- yeah.
A-Town Down Under is just like, they're just sort of like punching bags like for random people. Like just not the generic heel
Yeah.
team on.
You want to
the
build up
roster.
a feud? Yeah, we'll give you a match with Austin Theory, and then the guy in your feud can beat you up afterwards. That's pretty much how it goes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I can't
Even
believe
sorry, you go. Mate.
he lost in like
Yeah.
15
Yeah,
seconds.
we were
to
talking
Jay.
about it
Yeah,
last
we were talking
week.
about that last week. Yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
apparently,
it's
yeah,
annoying.
apparently it was because John Cena's promo went long, but
Yeah.
like still, like
Even like I do love the team of Austin and Grayson, but even just you could have really cooked that rivalry and had them at
yeah, it literally like
WrestleMania.
that could have been they fumbled completely.
I thought they were going to do that rivalry like last year at Bad
Could-
Blood.
Well, that's the
literally,
thing. I
That's what
thought
I
they
thought,
would
'cause it was
have.
going to be in Atlanta.
Yeah,
and
yeah. That's
Austin's from there
Austin's
too.
hometown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would have gotten like if they wanted to turn him into a babyface, that would have
Yeah.
been like the best place to do it.
But either way, you could have had like A-Town Down Under like up against the War Raiders or something like that, because obviously they're on Raw now or something like that.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see it, but anyway, there are definitely some superstars there that should be there that are not. But our next and final segment, we have the blind rankings. We're bringing it back. We did it last week. I'm going to go first. It was a bit hard to think of a good one, but I thought, obviously, we all think John Cena is going to win. So obviously that's going to put an end to Cody's championship run. Is it like we have to acknowledge what he's done with the championship? I think Cody's been a great champion, and because of that, I want you guys to blind rank these top 5 Cody title defenses that he had during his whole run for a year. First one,
there
we
wasn't
got-
many, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I've sort of narrowed it down to ones that I know weren't great. And
Not much
some that
more than
cooked.
5. I reckon maximum 8.
Yeah, so I've picked a few here. I got Cody versus Solo at SummerSlam.
What do you reckon? 3 or 4? Well, Roman Reigns did come back in that one though.
Are we like on the match or like on the spectacle of the whole
Just
thing?
the whole thing.
3.
Everything.
Yeah, I reckon baseline.
Run 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Or I reckon we could bump it up to a 2 though, because of Roman Reigns and stuff. And then
There's
Kevin
2 that
Owens
I-
and Randy and
Bloodline
the
rules.
Tongans as well.
There's 2
And
that
Jennifer
I
Lopez.
remember that I think we got to save for.
Okay, all right.
There's
We'll put
AJ
it,
Styles and then there's the Kevin Owens at Rumble. I think we got to hold out.
yeah, okay, yeah.
We gotta hold out.
We'll hold out. We'll hold out.
So what do you put in that?
3.
All right. Next one, we got Cody versus AJ Styles, but it's the I Quit match at Clash of the Castle.
You woke up at 4 a.m. for that one.
Yeah, I did.
And I didn't.
I did.
forgot.
I woke up to watch it.
It
I
wasn't
did.
bad.
Yeah, it was all right. It was pretty good actually. Now that I think about it, because they went into the crowd and into Gorilla as
Keep
well.
in mind, it wasn't the main event. It was actually the first match they had.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the main event spectacle, but it was still a good match.
It was a very good match, and like
I think it was co-main event. They said, I reckon.
So
but
you got 1, 2, 4, and 5.
I reckon.
I'll give you the reins on this one. I'll handle it off
Oh,
to
but
you.
that's the thing though. It's like a pretty hard one though.
See, we were holding out for AJ Backlash, and obviously, if this one's on, I don't know if that's.
Do you want to put it at 4, maybe? Or do you want to put it higher?
I don't mind it at 4.
Okay,
mind
we'll
that.
keep it.
Alright.
I don't
Cool.
mind 4.
Next one. Cody versus AJ Styles at Backlash.
2.
Yeah,
Two.
yeah.
All right.
2.
Hardline 2, I reckon.
Hardline 2. Crowd carry.
Next-
not
Crowd
carry.
deep. Yeah.
Yeah. Next one. Cody versus Logan Paul at King and Queen of the Ring. So you got
It
one
was
and
okay,
you got
but
1
it
and
was
5.
Okay,
yeah,
but
put that
it's
in 5,
5.
I reckon.
Now this could be
Pretty
grim.
mediocre.
This could be awesome, or it could be grim.
Yeah, this could be
I
bad.
think I think you've done well here. Fraser, you fumbled the bag last week, but I think you're going to do better this week.
Yeah.
Cody versus KO at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, perfect.
Yep.
Yeah, I reckon.
You've done well there.
Perfect.
Oh,
Chuck it in 1.
I'll clap you guys.
That's
for
good
that
stuff.
one. That was good. You
Alright.
guys done very well there. All right.
Okay.
Who's up? You
I'll
wanna
go.
Fraser?
Mine's not very interesting, so we'll probably get it through quickly. Mine's just top 5 superstars with the potential to become face of the WWE.
Okay.
All right. Number 1. Who do you think I've got?
Austin Theory.
Austin Theory.
Yeah, yeah, I got Austin
Do we want to
Theory.
put him at 1?
The face of the company.
He's 26 years old?
Do we want to put him at 1?
He's 20. I think he's 27.
Oh, it could be 20. Oh,
Ooh, I don't know.
20. I don't think he's 28, actually. I think.
Gee, we went from 26, 27 to 28.
Yeah, but moveset as well.
Yeah, face of the company.
Is big.
I think
Yeah.
I'm happy with a 2. I think there could
I'll
be
run with
someone.
2.
I think there
I
could be
might do.
someone better.
Okay.
Like Dirty Dom.
Next, I've got Logan Paul.
Okay.
Oh,
I might have messed up.
We might have cooked it.
I might have messed
we
up
might have
theory
cooked
there.
it.
Yeah,
Go 3.
we're gonna have to.
3.
Yeah.
okay. Okay, next, I've got Bron Breakker.
I think.
That has to go. 1.
I'm gonna put him 1. I
You
love
watch.
Bron.
We just got Penta. We got like, oh, this will be bad.
So, what have you done? 1, 2, and 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Bron 1, Theory 2, Paul 3.
Oh, God.
Next, I've got Dirty Dom.
4.
Yeah, 4.
4?
Yeah.
All right, number 5. I think I might agree with you on this one. I got Jey Uso.
Yeah.
And number
5, but not a great list.
It's
Yeah.
not. I reckon we messed up Theory 2.
Nah, we love Theory on this
Yeah,
podcast.
Yeah, we both got the
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. No, I'll take it back.
Nah, Theory. We should
Theory's
have put it
good.
1.
Number
That's
2.
why no, we got it wrong. We should have put him at 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Austin. I'm sorry.
Yes. All right.
Please
whose turn is it
subscribe.
now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I run it with. This is a bit more like all time, not as such current. But I want you to rank these 5 WrestleMania matches.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 1, Chris Jericho and CM Punk at WrestleMania 28. I don't know if you remember the build up to this, but this one was real personal. CM Punk Straight Edge Society.
I feel like they could.
Oh, Straight Edge Society. Was that
Like
with
the
Luke
sobriety-
Gallows?
Yeah, the sobriety
I-
line. Yeah.
I feel like there could be
Yeah.
a few better than I'm thinking of in my head.
I reckon
I'm gonna go 3 or 4.
we'll put 4. I reckon.
Yeah,
4
I
better
was
ones
I was
out
thinking
there.
4 because there are a
4.
couple that I'm hoping come up.
Yeah.
Sasha Banks versus Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Mania 32.
Ugh.
Triple threat.
Shit.
I do remember that one. And I remember it was actually kind of decent. I remember Charlotte Flair. What she did like a moonsault like off
Yeah.
the thing onto the outside.
Yeah,
Who won that match again?
Charlotte.
Yeah.
It was when they got rid of the Divas title.
Yeah. We put it. I reckon just say 3.
Yeah.
I reckon just
3?
Put 3.
Yeah.
Triple H versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania 28. The special guest referee Shawn Michaels.
Okay, that's the one
Okay,
or 2.
I-
That's
Hell in
either
a
1
Cell.
or 2.
I think I'm gonna go.
I reckon because you know why? I reckon there might be
Yeah.
Undertaker versus
That's-
Shawn Michaels
yeah.
at 25.
I'm
so-
gonna go 2.
Yeah, okay, we'll go 2.
Yeah, we'll go 2. Yeah.
Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels WrestleMania 25.
All right, yeah, we'll put that at
we'll go
1.
on 1. Yep.
Okay, what's going to be number 5?
I think you've done well here, boys. Number 5. The Usos versus Cesaro and Swagger versus Ryback versus Los Matadores.
For a swagger, bro.
Oh
Jack
my
Swagger,
gosh.
crazy.
What a banger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
El
Baxel.
Torito, what a goat. Shout out El Torito.
El Dorito. All right.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Right,
yeah.
Baxel.
Yeah.
Yes.
We've done well there.
Done
We've
well,
done well
boys.
there, boys.
Yeah, Michael McGillicuddy on top, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've done very well then.
All right.
All right. We're going to wrap it up here on the Heel Turn podcast, episode 2. Thank you very much, Jasper, for
All good,
coming in
guys.
for this WrestleMania special episode.
Thanks for having me.
WrestleMania is 3 days away. Don't miss it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We've also got, our social media platforms that you can go and have a look at as well. We've set up a TikTok and Instagram. We might set up a Twitter.
Yeah, I reckon we will. Probably just at Heel Turn. At
Yeah.
Heel Turn Podcast.
Yeah.
All those as well.
But thank you so much for watching. Go watch WrestleMania. It's going to be a banger this year. See you next week.
Yo.
See ya.